Bella amici, amiche, King's Bounty 2. Credo di aver fatto già dei video tempo fa, però l'ho ripreso in mano perché mi era fatto ricordare il mio amico Alessandro. Vai di guerriero perché a me piace il guerriero. Ho fatto il mago in Dragon's Dogma 2, ma non me lo ricordo questo gioco comunque.
Get up! Come on, hurry! The warden is calling! Are you really going to save Nostria, as they say?
What's your angle?
You can discuss it with Warden Valber. Come out of that cell, I'll escort you.
And what if I refuse?
Let's go. You know the warden doesn't like to be kept waiting. The sooner you get to his office, the sooner you'll learn everything. I can tell you this much. It's good news for you.
Wow, come corre.
Were you bored sitting in prison? I think you'll have fond memories of this time in future. During your 6 months inside, quite a lot has happened. Rumor has it the king is dying, and that Montier and the prince can't agree on how to divide power. I sense that we'll be seeing a fresh batch of prisoners soon.
Nobody leaves cruises. You hear what Decim said? The dwarves refused to supply us with firewood. They ran out to who knows where. Where could they run?
Your belongings are in yonder chest. Take everything or you'll freeze to death. The prison's warmer than outside, slightly. Pestilence has struck Montpetrie. The quarantine is everywhere. You're a free individual now.
Bastian, why are you releasing the prisoners?
Larry, you blockhead. Didn't you hear? A messenger arrived today, all the way from Marcella.
I just came off duty.
Then you should know that he brought an order of release from the prince himself.
Well, well. No need to shout out.
Disturbing news, Sir Warden. Austria, there's a pestilence.
So much fuss and all for what? Who the hell do you think you are, making me wreak havoc in my prison?
My name is Ivor, leader of the famous Hounds of War, if that tells you anything.
Well, well. I heard a little more than that. As Flavius the Wisecracker eloquently wrote, there's nothing new in this world. But I haven't received a letter like this in all 7 years of my tenure at Crucis. Prince Adrian orders that you be freed and sent to Marcella. Also, you won't be leaving here on foot. I was ordered to return your gold and belongings, provide you with a horse, and, let me read it aloud, allocate some of my own garrison as your personal guard. Madness!
About time.
Whether the prince is sane or not is of no consequence. I cannot disobey my liege. Bastian should have returned your money and belongings by now. If he didn't steal them himself. Quartermaster Aston will supply you with weapons. As for gold, you have plenty already. Go to Decim to collect your guards. He has a platoon of troublemakers he's wanted rid of for a long time now. He'll be glad to hand them over. I also advise you to purchase some dogs for the road. And what else did His Highness request? Ah yes, a horse. Levitt the stable boy has a soft spot for nags too old and worn down to work. I'm sure he can pick one out for you.
As you say, Warden.
Claudius' son actually turned out to have some mercy in his soul.
The Ulagi tribe. What do you need, human? A shovel, perhaps? Have you been sent to the stables, too?
No. The Warden ordered a weapon be made available for purchase. And a good one, mind you.
Oh, sacred forefathers. Why would I ever do that?
As of today, I am no longer a prisoner. Good Prince Adrian has ordered my freedom.
By Mactus's horns. This is the first time I've ever seen a human leave Crucis on their own 2 feet. If you got gold, treat yourself to something new. Go ahead. Aston didn't shortchange you on equipment. I warrant you'll survive the Albion Highlands. Go, human. May your body be as hard as flint, and your soul as clear as crystal.
Thanks for the kind words, Aston. May you be well too.
The lumberjack... Halt! What are you doing here? You're not permitted to be wandering about like a stray cat.
I'm free now. The Warden said you're to provide me with an armed escort.
So, Centurion, it's true. The Warden received a missive from the Prince ordering the provision of a guard troop for the prisoner. Former prisoner.
Huh? Never heard of a prisoner being released. Ah, well, I believe I have some laggards and troublemakers I can spare.
Can I go too? Oh, how I miss the sunny warmth of the capital.
No, Bastian, you're not rotten enough to let go. I can still make a decent guard out of you.
Perhaps you could give me a few fighting hounds as well.
The only thing you'll be getting for free is a family of bedbugs. I spent a year training those hounds. Now, if we're talking about an exchange of gold for flesh, that's another bowl of kibble entirely. You'll get the best dogs in Nostria.
Hounds of War. Sounds familiar. Are they any good?
These recruits might not be the brightest candles at the feast, but my fighting dogs are as fierce as the Warden himself. You won't regret a single gold piece spent on these animals.
He's a good man, even though he's
managed to outsmart. Ah, it's you. You're the one who poisoned that scoundrel Claudius. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Actually, I didn't exactly.
Don't be modest. You did a great thing here, and history will not forget you.
You seem to have lost your mind. Can you give me a horse?
All you're asking is a horse? Just a horse? Have no worry. You'll get our best. Saddle up quickly. You've probably forgotten how to ride after half a year in a cell.
You can go now. Actually, wait.
What is it?
I wanted to warn you about sentry golems. Be wary of them once you're past New Tyrene.
Golems? What are they doing outside the prison?
The mage Rossum took them to clear a landslide. What they lack in brain, they make up in brawn. Since they don't know you've been released, they're liable to crush you. As you pass the southern ruins, find the Archer's squad commander, Ansel. The royal messenger said the squad will join you and augment your escort. I'm hoping that by the time you get there, they'll catch the marauder who's been raiding abandoned houses. Wonder why old Baron Garius didn't turn him into a chicken.
Is this Baron Garius fellow another part of my escort? It's going to be quite the circus following me around.
That's up to his magicness. I have no authority over him. Perhaps he'll decide to leave these cold, inhospitable lands for the warmth of the Mage's Tower.
Come on, mount up. I picked out the very bestest horse. He's calm and obedient. Stands as if he's rooted to the ground. races like the wind.
Can it possibly be getting colder?
It's supposed to be summer, but every season may as well be winter here.
Belle, le battaglie sono così. Ok. Ci sta. La roba in giro che trovo la posso prendere. La grafica, vabbè, è vecchia, però non è un gioco nuovo.
Come over here.
What's with all this wailing?
Are you from Crucis? Quickly, come with us. Run.
I'm not going to bolt like a scared rabbit without knowing why. What is it?
I'm a lumberjack. We're nothing but dwarven woodcutters, honest. We cut down trees and send the lumber onto Crucis. The humans have all left the valley. Only us and a few locals remain. Stein is our chief. So then this Lupin, a man from Riggin, arrives at our village. He was stirring up trouble, trying to recruit the remaining human hunters to join him in his wicked deeds. Then Lupin's men seized the village. They captured Stein and are trying to start a fight with the dwarves. Things could easily turn bloody. We took them in purely out of kindness, and this is how they repay us. Disgusting. Help us. Quick, run!
Seguiamo il nostro amico. No, per adesso non voglio reclutare, anche se loro no.
You don't make the rules around here, Lupin. What goes around the forest comes around the forest. Right through these trees.
Easy there, little beard. Enough serving jailers. It's time we made some changes around here.
It's time to cut out your filthy tongue!
Why don't you take a nice little stroll in the forest and never come back?
Lupin has a point. You folk under the mountain would do best to listen. Valbert and the other Nostrians are making you slave your lives away for a pittance. We say, take power into your own hands and throw them out the valley.
You traitor. Mangy cur. We live peacefully alongside the humans. They're our trading partners.
They bring us bread from the south. We have order here. That's the way we like.
There's plenty of firewood in the forest, but bread, not so much.
And to think we sheltered you thankless dogs. We ought to drive you back into the mountains.
You'd best beware, shorties. Expect no mercy from us.
Hey, Lupin, look! One of the Crucian prisoners, another victim of Claudius and Valbert.
You're just in time. We need another strong arm right about now.
Why should I get involved?
You're human. This concerns you too. These jumped-up dwarfen lumberjacks have it too good. They're living like little lords on handouts from the fort, from that damned Valbert. We local hunters, on the other hand, are being oppressed. Only I, Lupin, can grant any hope of justice.
Don't you remember how they treat prisoners? I worked for Valbert myself until I escaped. You'd turn blue if you'd seen what I'd seen. Most of them are rotting alive in there. Not because they're bandits or murderers, mind. Just because they dared say something about the drunkard king. It's not humane.
So what are you planning to do? Rough up the dwarves to punish the king on his throne?
We've decided to seize Cruces.
We're going to starve the fort by cutting off their access to food and fuel. When we triumph, we'll free all the prisoners.
But the dwarfs are against us, so we need to force their hand. Then it will be Valbert's turn to answer for his misdeeds. If you're not going to help us, your other option is to spill our blood. Human blood.
Why did they break off its hands?
Vediamo un po' tutto quello che c'è in giro. Dobbiamo andare via di qua o di qua. Livello 2, vai. No. E niente, andiamo dritti per dritti. Mi raccomando, iscrivetevi al canale di Marcodrums se vi piacciono i miei video. Grazie, grazie. Ok. Troll.
These golems look sturdy. Maybe I should try to find their owner.
Allora, ci vado lì.
I can't solve it. I'm not a mage after all. I can't solve it. I'm not a mage after all.
Ehi, allora? Allora, calma, con l'aiuto del padrone. Beh, se questa è casa sua. Vabbè, i libri, raga, non li leggiamo. Come lo calmo? Cioè, come parlo con lui? Come disattivo sta roba?
I can't solve it. I'm not a mage after all. I can't solve it. I'm not a mage after all.
Segui il potere. Allora devo andare a combattere. Non posso fare altro. Io non so se ce la facciamo. Proviamoci. Allora. Cani qua. Loro qui. Questo qui. Usare una volta sola però, Allora lui forza. Vai. Perfetto, grandissimi. Un cagnolino. Oh. Non ammazzare un cane. Tieni premuto, guarisci completamente. Ok, bravo.
I've handled worse.
Bravi.
Now it's time to find Ansel.
Sì, io adesso che ho ammazzato loro volevo andare su a vedere quello là. Qui c'è un altro libro che non avevo visto più. Allora adesso? Non mi fai parlare con te? Giura? Niente.
What's this? Some kind of protective sigil? What's this all about? Is someone trying to attract my attention? The road is completely blocked by the prince's soldiers. No way to slip past.
Where do you suppose that Halt! Who goes there? Ah, it's you. Finally. While you were wandering around like a lost chicken, we captured a marauder. No idea how he got here, to be frank, but that's Valba's problem. Our task is to escort you to the Batil gates and see you on your way.
Is that so? Splendid. You must be freezing.
The Batil gates guard should have been here to meet us a few hours ago, but there's still no sign of them. We built a campfire though and heated up some stew, so I'm not complaining. Make yourself comfortable. Check out Helena's recruits. Once you're ready, give me the signal and we'll move out towards the Batil gates.
The Batil gates are to the left, and to the right I can see the Mage's Tower behind the houses. The town gates have been smashed. Nobody has lived here in many a year. That wind is bitter as it is cold. Seems nobody lives here anymore. It's all abandoned. I should have known better than to settle here. Ancient statues. Are they hiding some kind of secret? Wrong.
Peter, I've been heard. You solved the riddle of the portal, so you're definitely no dark spirit. Who are you, then?
A former prisoner. A weird sigil on the road led me here. Was that your work?
So it is, though my abilities aren't what they once were. Thankfully, I still had strength enough to inscribe the Morning Star. That's what led you to me.
Morning Star?
Morgus Thaumaturgical Catalog, of course. And the Ether Seal is holding the entrance to the cemetery shut. My name is Berengarius. My colleagues and I once attempted to warm the Albion Highlands with rune magic. My knowledge of the runes is vast, but it did not save me from an ice-rimed death. Look at what's left of me.
My condolences.
Ever since then, I've been waiting for people to return here, to the Town of Bliss. But I am bedeviled by the Dark Spirit and his servants, the cemetery ghouls. Long ago, I inscribed protective runes on every building. But since then, their power has dwindled. Soon, the Dark Spirit will freely roam the streets of Bliss. I am too weak in this form. Please, visit the different rooms and read the mantras of power. Argo vires imago.
Argo vires imago. Weird words. Argo vires imago? Argo vires imago. Argo vires imago. Is that right?
The protective runes weakened the Dark Spirit, allowing me to leave the tower. Yet I am still very weak. I believe I told you about his minions, the cemetery ghouls. They dig up graves and devour the cold bones of the dead. We must stop this desecration and destroy the spirit itself.
Are you asking me to do this?
Exactly. If the spirit banishes me, my research will never be completed, and Bliss will forever remain cursed. I promise that once you destroy the army of the Dark Spirit, every valuable remaining in our mage's abode will be yours. I am lifting the Ether Seal. You can now enter the cemetery.
Dai, proviamo a fare questa cosa e poi ci vediamo al prossimo video. Fammi completare. Ok. Ok, quindi ne ho solo uno, eh. Ah, ne ho solo quella? Grandi. Ok. Chi è che deve spostarsi? Ok. Bravissimo. Che attaccato. Ah, attacca ancora lui? Grandi cani. Grandi cagnoloni. Adesso mi devo ricordare di curarli, eh.
Thank you. Now I can continue my research. I promise that one day the elements in these harsh lands will bow to my command.
Sounds ambitious, but I believe in you, Baron Garius.
I'll toil day and night, and I will prevail. I am especially certain of my success now that I have the aid of those who, not so long ago, were slavering to gnaw on my bones.
You're saying the minions of the Dark Spirit now serve you?
All for the prosperity of the Albion Highlands. To restore those glorious northern territories, I am ready to command the dead. I will become a necromancer and do whatever else it takes. If you wish, you can command them as well. I can give you control.
Well, Baron Garius, just take care that you don't become a new Dark Spirit yourself.
Ok, amici e amiche, questo che cos'è? C'è quello per poter fare il teletrasporto? No. Bravo cavallozzo.
I'm ready to leave for the Batial Gates.
Excellent. The march should hopefully warm us some. I'll lead the way.
Soldiers, formation!
They opened on their own. Baron Garius's hand must be behind this.
Pacchetto dorato. C'è una battaglia. Cosa sono? Un orso? Tutti sopravvivere, no? Non ne hai ammazzato uno? Non posso tirarlo con la cinquecata? No! Sono cattivelli, Ne ho ammazzati due, Scusami, io la freccia infuocata perché non posso lanciarla? Oh. No, no, non hanno ancora ammazzato questi cani. Ora. Ok, perfetto. Oh ragazzi, mi sta... Oh. Che cavolini. Come va sto orso? Guarda come va sto orso! Ce l'abbiamo fatta! Caspita! L'orso è tanta roba!
Please don't kill me. It's not my fault, I tell you. It was her. I tried to end it all, but I didn't have the will. Have mercy.
Wait a second. You look familiar.
I am Fabian from Crucis. I was captured wandering about these dark ruins.
Ha! I recognize you now. You're that marauder who was looting the ruins of Bliss. Do you not fear the undead?
And so, you already captured a marauder. And this one is half scared out of his wits.
The witch Amarantha. She lives on the mountain. Her magic compels me to attack travelers, but she's also... She's so beautiful. Wait, I've said too much. I must go.
Marauder or not, leaving him be is dangerous. He's a bit strange, this one. Maybe you should follow him, see where he went. I'll go check what awaits us on the road. Let's meet at the Batil gates.
Deal. Go ahead.
Ok. Ci vorrebbe un bel salva salva. Qui c'hanno... Aspetta, però lì c'è qualcosa. Prendiamo perché poi se dobbiamo...
Now I've got you, Marauder. Did you truly think you would be able to escape me?
Wait! Listen to me. Yes, I confess I am guilty, but I wasn't running away. I wanted you to follow me. I promise to tell you anything you want to know. But what's important right now is to stop Amarantha, the Mountain Witch, before she destroys us all. She's terrible. She took me under her control. And it's all because of her damn past.
Hold on. Tell me more. What's wrong with her past?
When Amarantha was still quite herself, she said she had been a student of the powerful Archmage Nevetus, who performed magic in the Crown Lands, but his sorcery was destroyed. Amarantha fled. She said that Nevetus was after her as if she were a slave. And now the Blight is devouring her mind. Stop her!
Me? Whatever have I got to do with this?
She feeds on the souls of the innocent, performing sorcery on the mountain, in the ruins of the fortress. But the path there is currently closed off. If you activate the magic crystal, the way shall open. But unfortunately, I don't remember how it is done. Perhaps her sorcery is to blame. She may have used it to erase my memories. Oh, Creator, give me the strength to remember.
Well, found something. I guess we should proceed.
E niente, da King's Bounty 2, Marcodrums Games, prima parte, anche se penso di averlo già fatto, però fa nulla. Ci vediamo al prossimo episodio, mi raccomando di iscrivervi al canale qui su YouTube. Ciao amici e amiche, alla prossima.